Good morning, everybody. So I looked at the date. Today is March 17th, Wednesday. I guess that makes this St. Patrick's Day. And I don't have any green on, but that's okay. I can hold this. Maybe no one will pinch me. So I'm really kind of ecstatic about my accomplishment yesterday. It's 5 miles and 2,000 feet up to 4,400 feet on the top of Chestnut Knob. That's like serious climbing. And I'm kind of sore. My back is sore this morning. Anyways, when you and I got up here last night, there was trail magic, and I got some hand warmers, and there's toilet paper and some batteries, and I don't know. Oh, a chapstick, strawberry chapstick. I needed chapstick real bad. And it was kind of lonely / creepy / being weird in this stone building, and the mice woke me up last night. I'm like, just stay away from me. You can do whatever you want to over on the other side of the shelter, but stay away from me. Here, there's where I slept, right here. Kind of like in the open, hoping that they wouldn't want to come bother me. And I hung up my food and my pack and all that kind of stuff, and didn't leave much to mess around. So today's quite a bit of down. And then I'll be walking on the rim of a geological formation called Burke's Garden. It's an 8x4 limestone sinkhole that makes a big crater. And it's pretty cool. So far that I can see. When I got up this morning, the fog was rolling in beneath me. So I'll descend into that. It's supposed to rain, but not until tonight, which will be good. And another win. Yesterday, I didn't take any Tylenol until I climbed into bed, actually. Usually in the afternoon, I take some Tylenol. And it wasn't so much that I wasn't sore or hurting coming up the mountain. I was just plain exhausted. Like, if you watch the video from yesterday, there's a point, like, I'm a mile out from the shelter where I just had to lay down. I put my pad, my switchback pad, orange pad, on the ground and just laid there for about 20 minutes. I was just so tired. And the elevation, I'm a 600-foot girl. That's where I've been living. I'm up at 4,400 feet. I go there at home, but I don't have to climb mountains and live there. So, anyways, I'll turn the camera around so you can see my mess. Okay, so I have hot chocolate, Swiss Miss, and it's got whey in it that sometimes it dissolves and sometimes it doesn't. So whey and milk. And I have an extra oatmeal out to see if, I'm hungry. I don't know if I'm hungry, and I have oatmeal cooking there in the bag. And there's my stuff and my tent and my ground cloth and my clothes hanging up to dry. And that bag there has some trail magic in it. And yeah, my backpack. And I'm really slow this morning, but I better get going. So I'm gonna finish up eating my breakfast, and I just spent a little time answering YouTube comments. And again, I'm so ecstatic that so many of you are supportive, and I just love it, and it really helps me out here. Okay, I'll talk to you later when I get on the trail. Bye. So it's been an interesting morning. There was a lash hiker, a long section hiker named Doc. He showed up. And when I was at the privy and when I came around back into the shelter, we both startled each other. Anyways, it's gorgeous up here above the fog. And so it took me a little while longer to pack up because Doc and I talked. So I think I'm just going to go as far as I can go tonight. I need to stop before it starts raining. And I think the next shelter is 9 miles. Boogers in my eyes. And water is an issue. But it's mostly downhill on a ridge walk. So I don't know what I'm going to do today, but I'm just going to go north. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but last night, the mice didn't bother me, but there was quite a bit of mouse activity, and there was a fight. And I wonder if this guy was the loser. So the fog is burning off down in the valley. One last look from Chestnut Knob. Here I go into the woods. One of my unfavorite types of trail to walk on is the rutted trail, because you know the trail is just not wide enough. So I'm descending down into the fog. It's very pretty. It's quiet, super quiet. It's taking me a little bit to get all the wheels on the bus turning in the same direction. My left knee hurts a little bit, but it hurts going downhill pretty much all the time. So I lengthen my trekking poles so that I can use them kind of as stilts in front of me to help my knee out. So here we go. Going downhill is pretty stressful for me. One trip and there I go. This is a serious woodpecker. I think this is the old road that had the spring on it. That's what I'm guessing, because it goes over here and then down into the valley around that bend. Okay, I know water's gonna be scarce, but I just got about 1.5 liters out of this. And I'm ready to go. There's no water coming out of the pipe, but it is coming down out of the ground right there. that stick got me. Oh my gosh. And I had to take my pack off to get from underneath it. I was gonna make big miles today, but I don't think so. On YouTube and on people's blogs, in their stories, you don't see when they just fall. It's not all rainbows and daisies. And I don't mean to sound unappreciative of the opportunity that I have to do this. It's just so hard sometimes. I was just down at a little spring, laying in the red mud, trying to get some water. Thank goodness there was no poison ivy. Am I sitting in poison ivy? I don't think so. The next 8 miles, there's no water. So, can I do 8 miles? Not the way I'm going. It's 12:15. Got off Chestnut Knob. Fell on my face. And there's all sorts of blowdowns and tree trash. There's rocks coming. I don't know what the rocks are. I'm just a little apprehensive. And I'm not feeling sorry for myself. Oh, maybe a little. But here in a moment, I'm gonna get up, get my pack on, we'll get some more water. That's where I was going. I'm at Walker Gap and there's supposed to be water here. Camel up, make some lunch, store some water, and get on with the business of hiking. There's a bug. Hello, bug. Okay. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I'm cooking lunch today. Because that's what I have. Bill has made me some yummy top ramen. chicken with rice noodles. And these are hard to open sometimes. And a plastic doohickey. And I've already boiled my water. I'm sitting on part of the well. Maybe it's like a cistern for the well or something, but it's a flat spot. And mix it up a little. And then let it sit over there for about 10 minutes. Okay. Now I'm going to get some of the leaves off me and get it together. So I think that I'm going to, well, I took some Tylenol because that was kind of a jolt. I had literally landed on my head. But there's no bruise or anything. It's not like a couple weeks ago when I landed on my head here. Or was that just like last week? I don't remember. The thing with through hiking for me is things are just so slow. It takes time to pack up in the morning. It takes time to get ready in the evening for bed, set up tent. It takes time to get water. It takes time to cook your food. I can see why some people cold soak or don't take a stove at all. I'm not at that point. I want a hot meal at the end of the day, and it's still kind of cold. So I think that I'm going to camel up, drink lots of water, have my lunch, which is mostly water because it's soup, chicken, ramen, and then I will pack a liter of water, and that will give me enough water for dinner tonight and to get started in the morning. Because if I don't make the 8 miles today, which I'm not sure, let me check to see how long I have. So I looked and it's about 6.5 miles to water and about 7.5 miles to the next shelter. But that's going through all those blowdowns and damage from the ice storm in February. Oh, my soup's done. So I don't know if I can make it that far. But at least we'll have water. And there's those storms that are causing havoc. Like in Tennessee, I heard there were tornadoes and all sorts of stuff south of here and west of here. But we're going to get some of that. It's supposed to rain for about 36 hours starting about 10 o'clock tonight. So I'm going to be wet. So much fun. I'm going to eat my lunch. So I feel so much better. And now I'm ready to go down the trail. But here's a look before I leave of the prettiness. I wonder what it's going to look like in the summer. So when I fell a little while ago before lunch, what I was doing was I had my poles in one hand and my phone in the other, and I was looking for the blue blaze that marks the path or the trail to water. And I didn't see that branch, and I just went right over it. So trekking poles are important. And I was looking at the map on the phone and just not paying attention. I have to pay such close attention. Here we go. There's a white blaze, and I'm on the right path. Sun's out, bugs out, and it's a wonderful 70 degrees for St. Patty's Day here in South Virginia, Southern Virginia. That's just the knob where I spent last night and the valley below. Almost at the top of this one. Oh, so I just got a text from the ATC, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, and it says severe weather this weekend along the AT. So I'm up on the hill, I check the weather. It's gorgeous right now, and about 9-10 o'clock it's supposed to rain. Rain. In the morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, it's supposed to thunder and lightning all day long with lots of rain. And then on Friday, it's gonna cool off and snow. So it's 70 degrees today, 48 hours from now, snow. Crazy weather. This must be that weather front that's coming across the southern United States is wreaking havoc. Okay, I was taking a break. Get back to hiking, Elizabeth. I gotta go down and then back up that, and I'll be on the ridge again. Here's a good look at the valley. Burke's Garden, the sinkhole. I don't know how that happens. Is it a woodpecker? Here's a ledge between that down and that down. This is interesting. Don't know what it is. Breathing is getting harder. I'm close to 4,000 feet again. And I'd say I was nearly at the top of the ridge. Taking a break. When I stayed at Bear Garden Hiker Hostel, Bert said there's a 5 mile up to Chestnut Knob, then you come down, then you go up, and then there's rocks. Yes, there's lots of rocks. Holy cats, look at this. It's a big blowdown. At least there's a path. I'm on another little limestone ridge here. There's a path. And there's off to the other side. I'm so tired. I can't even lift up the phone. Sweaty. I'm back up at 4,000 feet and sitting on a rock, thinking about laying down if I can find a flat spot, having a snack. I've gone 3.5 miles. I've got 3 more to go, at least. And yeah, I need a rest. Ooh, so green for St. Patrick's Day. Still climbing up these rocks. It's cooling off and getting pretty windy, and the blowdowns have begun. Okay, so I'm nearly as high as I'm going to be today. 4,100 feet. Tired. 5:44. I'm not going to get to camp until 6:37 maybe, depending on blowdowns. They haven't been too bad, so I better get moving. I'm having a snack, trail mix, and I have to pee. Well, not really bad, but I could go, but I don't want to take my pack off. Wait, maybe I can just undo my belt. I can try. I'll try in a minute. Oh, I forgot to say, it didn't work because my pee rag was on the back side of my pack and I couldn't reach it, so I ended up taking my pack off. But it's amazing. The later in the day it gets, the heavier my pack is. Parkour. Oh look, it's another magical rhododendron. Almost said it wrong. Rhododendron forest tunnel at 4,000 feet. Ooh. This is the perfect sitting spot. It's about butt height. It's flat. It's not down trail or on the downside of the mountain, which is important. I should tell you a story about that later. But it's just perfect. Holy cats, look at all that tree trash. That was just ridiculous. It's gonna be dark soon, and I'm still hiking. So I had to go down on my hands and knees for that one. Last mile of the day looks like this. It's taking so long, but one step in front of the other. The camera doesn't show it, but it's getting pretty dark. I might have to get my headlamp. I'm just shy of a mile. Oh my gosh, what have I got myself into? Well, it's happening. I'm not hiking. Always a good sign when you see a blaze in the dark. Okay, I'm at the top of the hill, about 4,100 feet. the trail is easier to follow. Not so many blowdowns. And I'm 0.2 to the road. Okay. I'll check in when I'm done. Oh, good. There's a blaze. I could have used one for the past, I don't know, 15 minutes. Well, I made it. I got the tent up before it started raining. Got my stuff in. Now I'm all snug. And ready to go to sleep. Today was a really hard day. And it took a lot of perseverance and determination to get through those blowdowns and then night hike, which was not my favorite. I took a wrong turn, the trail wasn't marked very well. It's my own fault for starting so late in the morning. And I take responsibility for it all. It's not the trail's fault. So, I'm gonna try and get some sleep. I'll talk to you tomorrow.